Hey guys, we're back with another Dokkan video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Eza Goten and Eza Trunks, and we're taking them into the Majin Buu Extreme Super Battle Road category stage. Now, if you guys haven't checked out what these guys do or some other teams that they're on, I'll have a link down below of a video where I take them on movie heroes and Super Saiyan teams. So that will be a little bit more of an overview and a breakdown of the unit. So I just kind of want to see how they perform on this stage, given that it's one of the tougher stages in the game, and see how they stack up. So without items and support, he's taking 40k off normals, which isn't really bad right off the get-go. He hasn't supered yet, and then he's now putting up about 3.2 million damage from turn 1, and now he's tanking double digits. We're getting supered here, so this is a good test to see how well he takes. 250k damage. It isn't terrible. You guys can't tell, this is pre-recorded. I did this the other day while I was on a break, so that's why it's not matching up. That is the reason. So the Majin Buu Saga and Battle Wits category stage is a really big stage, and so if you don't have any of these units that I have on my team, you certainly can switch them out. Like if you don't have Tien, for example, you could switch them out with another support unit. Something to note about the Goten and Trunks, I believe it's Goten doesn't have Battle Wits as the category, but Trunks does. But I believe both of them have Majin Buu Saga, so keep that in mind if you're running a different leader than STR, Goku, and Vegeta, and you try to stick them on a team. If you're trying to run a straight Battle Wits category team, Goten's not going to fit on it. So I just wanted to point that out, just in case if you guys try to run a team that's not STR, Goku, Vegeta, you don't get in the stage and then realize, oh crap, Goten's not really getting any support. So that Tien is actually a good, really good support unit for this team. I believe he gives, I'd have to double check, I believe it's about 40% attack and 50% defense, something along those lines. So don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure, but he actually, even at 55%, is really good. He does a lot of utility, like lowering attack and defense and stunning. So if you have him, he's definitely a good unit to bring along this team. When they're not paired up with each other, they still can hold their own, because they'll be able to still put out at least 150k defense. So they won't be the tankiest unit when they're separated, but that is one thing that they did make really well with this unit, is their links. They still link up well with other units, and they didn't just make the unit so you had to run the Goten and Trunks together. So understand that you're going to want them to link up because of their passive, but it's not the end of the world if they're not being able to link up together, or you get locked in your rotations and you have to float one off. So Trunks is getting about 347k attack right there. This is really good damage, and he's taking double digits. This is on Extreme Super Battle Road, so just keep that in mind. So Goten's at a 4 million attack stat, and that should have been goodbye Goku. The only unit on this stage right here that could have really caused us issues was the Vegeta. If he supered Goten, I think even with his full passive and built up, he still would have took a ton of damage. So this stage we should be able to knock out Vegeta. Of course he supers us right from the start, knocking down our HP. What does Goku Vegeta do? 600k. Didn't get the double super. Gohan should finish him off this on this attack. Oh, there we go. So we'll be able to see what Goten and Trunks look like again turn 1 in the next stage. In the next stage, you're going to be fighting 3 enemies. It's going to be Ink Gohan, STR Gotenks, and Physical Piccolo. So the only thing we really have to worry about is STR Gotenks supering Trunks in the first slot. So we might stick well, I think I'm switching back and forth. I'm trying to decide how many attacks that STR Gotenks will perform. Figure that he will be okay in the first slot because he'll supered first. Although our HP it's a little less than half. So they are getting a pretty big buff from Physical Tien from his support. So we're probably gonna activate Icarus here. We should be okay after Icarus, because I think if we got supered by STR Gotenks, we probably would have lost. So with support, let's put up turn 1 3.3. Takes about, chips out a decent chunk out of Gohan's health. Let's see how much damage this does. 2.86 crit and the double super. He's at 4 million attack stat. So STR Gotenks is pretty much almost dead from just 2 attacks. And he's getting supered again. We do have an Icarus active, although I think after he supered twice, he'd probably be okay, but we would have definitely died. It's Extreme Super Battle Road, and we just took all 3 supers right in that middle slot. So there's no way we would have survived that. So probably gonna stick Gohan in first slot. Alright, so I skipped ahead to the next rotation just to see Goten and Trunks. So they have 235k. So Goten's at 235k, Trunks at 155k. And I think that's just because Goten was able to super twice before, and Trunks only supered once. So we should be okay to take out STR Gotenks before he hits Trunks. Although he's taking double digits without an item active, and he's 3.8, 2 million crit. Let's see how much damage this does. 57k on Extreme Super Battle Road. That is really good. He's really strong after he supered about 3 times. So turn 3, he's able to pretty much hold his own and will pretty much tank on the stage. So if you guys are actually struggling with this team and you have the Goten and Trunks, they should be able to get you through it after they've supered maybe once or twice in the beginning, because they're a little bit of a liability in the early stages, but once they're able to build up that defense and get that stacking, and they're actually build is actually kind of perfect for Extreme Super Battle Road if you're able to protect them a little bit, because by then, after the first turn they're on, they should be able to hold their own and be a little self-sufficient and be able to get you through it. Now, if it was like a no items run, it might be a little bit difficult because you're gonna need some tankiness in the beginning. However, you're probably gonna need the STR Goku and Vegeta in each slot maybe to kind of help out with the damage reduction. But after they've supered once or twice, you'll be alright. So Gohan should be able to finish this off, STR Vegito will finish him off. Still didn't do it. Alright. Double super. And we're on to the next stage. Alright. So the last stage is, I believe it's AGL Vegito, who's pretty much an absolute monster in this stage. Let's see. good thing about it is they don't have any type disadvantage against AGL Vegito, but I'm afraid of actually getting supered in the back end and in Gotenks taking all those attacks untransformed probably would get us killed, so that's why we had to activate an item there, because I'm almost positive like if we get supered we would have died in the back slot, but we're getting supered now, but I just don't think he was going to be able to tank all that stuff. Alright, so double super again. That's the one benefit of having a whole bunch of additionals on Gotenks and Trunks, is the double supering is just double stacking every single time, building up that attack, building up that defense. And then Extreme Super Battle Road, you're not going to really see turn 6 that often unless you're using like a team that's pretty much all defense and you're just using it to tank and get through it. So the reason why I did this is because I didn't want to stick STR Vegito and STR Goku in the first slot, because I think they, even with a their damage reduction, probably would have got slapped up. I know we do have an Icarus active, or Whis, but we'll be able to do a lot more damage with Gohan in the first slot. Alright, so jumping into this rotation. Turn 3, Goten stay at 280k, Trunks is about 180k. Should be okay to tank the Goten in the first slot. Even after he supers, he'll probably take double digits. Well, he's actually taking double digits now, which is pretty good. So let's see how much damage this does. $210k off his super in the last stages, not bad. He's doing double digits. He's almost at 5 million attack stat. Right now, I think if we got supered, he probably would have took like maybe 80k, something along those lines. It wouldn't have done that much damage. But right now on turn 3, they do have support on rotation, but they're tanking double digits, which is in Extreme Super Powered. You can't ask for really much less. I mean, he's not going to be tanking double digits on a super attack, but not too many units can do that in Extreme Super Battle Road. This is a rotation where I wasn't really paying attention and thought maybe Gotenks would be able to survive in the back end, but as you'll see, I was a little bit wrong. We ended up getting supered in the last slot by Gotenks, cutting it short a little bit because we ended up dying. But that was what's going to be the showcase of them on Extreme Super Battle Road. The next rotation, they probably would have been hitting crazy numbers and we would have finished it. But that's going to be the video. The 445k, not too much we could have done. That's going to be the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate every subscriber I get. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, leave a like down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.